Hi, my dear Taurians. Welcome to 369 Mystical Tarot. This is your monthly reading for the month of September. Dear angels and spirit guides, please guide my dear Taurians. What do they need to know? Dear angels and spirit guides, please guide my dear Taurians. What do they need to know? Dear angels and spirit guides, please guide my dear Taurians. What do they need to know? I'm not doing any reversals this time just because I feel we need hope right now. Okay. The first card came out to be so heavy. What audience? Lot of hard times going on for you. Tough times. For past two readings also, you were suffering quite a lot in terms of emotions, as far as I remember. But yeah, lot of hope this time, like I said. Whoa, sweet, awesome. Okay. All right. In your recent past, dear Taurans, you felt heartbreak. Three of Swords energy, you had a heartbreak, felt betrayed by your loved ones, and you were really heartbroken in your recent past, right? Then either somebody came into your life, like a friend or something, or you yourself found some emotion that gave you hope. Page of Cups basically is a page, not a king or an emperor, but Page of Cups has a fish in his cup. So either divine or some friend of yours, some family member, or you yourself somehow got into this state of mind where you were like, not all is lost. Even if, say, you had a breakup with someone, all right, but then you still had friends, or you Three of Swords is basically a heartbroken situation, but depends if your heart lies in your work. So maybe you lost your job, you lost your business, startup, whatsoever happened in your recent past, where you were really heartbroken and shattered because of a certain situation. However, something in your life gave hope, that ember that kept you going, and you realize, okay, not all is lost. Something mysterious, something, there was some kind of hope still in your life that kept you going, right? And like an emperor, there's this Two of Wands energy. So the guy has a globe in his hand, but he's looking in the distant horizon. A solitary energy who has seen it all, done it all, and is now realizing, is in a way feeling alone, and is realizing, what next? I have done so much, I have done most of it, now what, right? So that kind of energy you were you in your recent past, where you felt like, okay, there are an immensity of changes that came and went in my life. Now what? Especially after each of our heartbreaks, there comes that moment of hollowness where we just don't know what to do next, right? However, while you were contemplating being the emperor, and like I've been there, done that kind of feeling, and you were like contemplating what to do next, you came into this Queen of Wands energy, where you got this manifestation ability. Queen of Wands is the master manifestor. She can just create whatever that she desires, right? So you got into this feminine aspect of yourself where creativity came to a boom, right? Whatever you desired, you could create immediately. So maybe you were heartbroken initially, however, in later on, you, after contemplating, after that, the moment that ray of hope came into your life, you got into this Queen of Wands energy, accompanied with the Empress and the King of Pentacles. Amazing energy. So in your recent past, even if you began on a sad note, you ended it with quite a boom. right? You became a master manifestation, like the queen of wands. She can create anything. The empress, she has everything. She is abundant, super abundant. So financially, in your in your career, finance, socially, wherever that you went, wherever that your focus or energy was, you were super successful, victorious. King of Pentacles and the Empress together and the Queen of Wands. So you have like three major arcanas, three amazing cards, three master cards in your recent past. So even if you were heartbroken, it's like, it reminds me of this incident where a person had a breakup and cried for a certain bit and then came out like with a bang, all transformed into this new diva or a guy or a girl, whomsoever, and then like became a multimillionaire all of a sudden and got into this business and focused his energy into things that really required his energy, something like that, right? So you got heartbroken in certain aspects, but then you came back with a bang and became super successful at manifesting whatever that you wanted to manifest in terms of finance, success, career, skills, art, passion, whatsoever that your focus was in, right? That was your recent past. In your immediate reality, the dominant energy is a Four of Pentacles. The guy has enough, but he's holding tight to what he has. So sometimes it seems very like a person who is a miser, right? He doesn't want to spend much. But sometimes it is required. I don't know your life or your situation. You must be knowing it better. But in certain cases, it can be, because it's a collective reading. In certain cases, it can be like you are holding too tight to what you have, to your resources, to your pentacles, to whatever that, like your businesses, your jobs, whatever that you are in a way a bit too possessive about it, right? And you don't want to spend it easily, or else positively interpreting it, you know the value of all that you have worked hard for and you are keeping it intact with you, you are keeping it safe with you, you are holding on tight to it so that no one can take it, because in your past you faced a lot. All the fields in our life are related, right? So sometimes when we get betrayed in our business, for example, we may get insecure in our relationships and vice versa. So all our fields are related. Our mind is a single huge amazing machine. However, impressions of one field do impact the other fields as well, right? So something in your life happened because of which you are now holding tight to whatsoever that you have in your life. So it can be positive that you are very protective about it. It can be negative that you are a bit too much possessive about it, right? I don't know your situation, you judge about it. Then this is your dominant energy of your present reality. However, a Tower card is also there. I always see it positively. It means divine intervention and a sudden change in your life, which on the face brings immense turbulence, and you feel like your life has turned topsy-turvy in a way. Suddenly everything seems shattered. However, it brings the right required changes in our lives, right? Whatever is meant to go goes, and then in that journey of destruction and regeneration, we get to realize where all that we have been investing wrongly in terms of our time, energy, emotions, whatsoever. The reasons of our failure that we get to know. Why did this building that we had built with such hard work, emotions, got broken? Then we realize, okay, maybe the raw material was not up to the mark, or maybe the construction lagged, the skill, the craft lagged some kind of efforts, or maybe the whatsoever the reason is, right? So in our life also, whenever the Tower card happens in our relationships, in businesses, in the platforms that we have built for ourselves, many a times it keeps happening, right? Many a times it happens that everything seems shattered, but it always brings us to a point which is right for us. It helps us become who we are meant to become, right? In your reality, the Tower card is there. Quite a possibility that life may be seeming shattered, no matter how much you're trying to cling on to your resources, but life may seem shattered. But how to utilize this energy? By understanding what went wrong, where you were wrong, or if you trusted the wrong people, if you invested your time in the wrong opportunities. For example, stocks, right? So for example, you invested in the wrong kind of company, you lack the information required to invest properly. So or bitcoins, whatsoever is your field is. So maybe you invested your time, energy, money, whatsoever in a wrong platform, at a wrong platform, or your efforts were somewhere lacking, right? Understand the reason for your failure. Once you do that, there is this two of cups energy where some loved one, a friend, someone, or even the divine, there's this lion with wings in the sky, and some friend or loved one, an angel like figure, is helping the protagonist by offering his cup represents emotions. Somebody in your life, once you understand see, we are never alone in a way. We are humans, and no matter how bad we have also been good to certain people, right? So no matter how wrong the situation seem presently, there will be someone who would come to offer his cup, come to offer his this emotional support that you need right now, and the divine will give you strength and wings. Lion with wings means strength and courage, with this again wings to fly. And again, like, you don't have to lose your hope right now. You can still do better in whichever field that you are failing at right now. Build a tower again, but with better resources and better craft. So, and emotionally also, you are being taken care of by a loved one, a friend, a family member, or the divine itself. And once that person helps you out, supports you, sometimes we are our own friend as well, right? We gotta fill in our own cup, because it is, say, the moment I got born till the moment I'll die, I'll be the only person who would be with me. Likewise with you, right? So first of all, we as souls are our own friends, and only then this you, all these parameters come later on. And even that happens only in 3D. In 5D, everything is a collective consciousness, right? So if you get somebody from outside as a support, as a guide, as somebody who offers you this cup of love, all the better. Even if that doesn't happen, understand that you are there with you, because the very next card is temperance. Temperance is a person, is angel-like figure who fills into her own cup, has wings, has sun behind her, this halo of sun behind her head. So that means you, even if you are undergoing this transformation phase of tower, so many things are changing in your life, but then you would be able to attain this inner peace from within and be able to fill your own cup. Basically, be content emotionally. Like, whatsoever happened, it's alright. I'm there with myself. I can take care of it. And once you do that, there is this wheel of fortune, a very beautiful energy, abundant energy. Wheel of fortune is a change in your fortune, which will take you to further opportunities and successes, right? There is this eagle's foresight, and a bull and a lion with wings, so courage and strength, right? And also there's this angel reading books. So destiny supporting you in your immediate reality once you get emotionally content, either from within or also from outside, right? Divine is there with you. Whatever is happening, understand it is happening for the larger benefit of your life and others, right? It is taking you to where you are required to be taken. And once you allow this, anyway, not hardly we can control anything in our life, right? So wheel of fortune is anyway positive for you, but yeah, once this happens, you would be having some kind of win in your life, which you would be able to celebrate along with your friends or loved ones. So 3 of cups means celebration. So some kind of victory, some kind of win, may it be in stocks, may it be in luck, in destiny, in love, and wherever your attention is, whatever you are thinking about right now, whatever you desire, right? So there will be some kind of victory in your immediate, there is in your future, in your present reality, which you would be able to celebrate with your loved ones. Then your immediate future, the dominant energy is of death, right? Very positive card again. That means death of an old self, Obviously, this Wheel of Fortune and Tower card changed you immensely, right? Brought you to a new level altogether. So now an old self needs to die, just like a video game where once a level gets over, we get to the next level. So our capabilities and our powers, everything increases. The difficulty increases, also our experience increases, and our power also increases, right? And for that we have to allow an old self to die. Allow that child, say a child in second class and a child in 12th class, right? So a 12th class, for a person to actually be successful in 12th class, needs to let that old innocent, not innocence per se, but that old second year self die, right? And become this more matured person. So you have to let your old ideas, old beliefs, old way of perceiving reality die in order to come to the next level and be victorious at it. You are already victorious in your, after this Wheel of Fortune has taken place and you have understood what's what, right? But even in your future, more maturity is required out of you, right? More maturity, because it's life is not a bed of roses, right? Things keep on changing. Ups and downs are part of our life, and the levels keep on changing as we keep growing up. So the next level demands you to let an old self die, where initially you are either a Queen of Cups, very motherly, or some female energy in your life who will be able to share emotions with you abundantly, keep you emotionally satisfied, or else you yourself are getting in tuned with your feminine self, where you would be in this Queen of Cups energy who is like abundant in terms of all emotions, right? So you would be able to take care of all your surroundings, or even your own self or divine, whoever needs emotions in whatsoever amount, you would be able to provide those emotions to yourself or to your environment or to you or to the divine. Then Five of Swords is there. So no matter, there will be some kind of competition. Obviously every level has that, but you would be coming out to be victorious. So out of 5, 3 swords are there in this guy, in the protagonist's hands. So your enemies will lose. Whoever would try to pull you down would lose, and you would be coming out victorious. Then there is this Knight of Cups in your future. So that means either a messenger, new friendship, a new connection. There is a possibility of a new romance, some kind of new connection, new emotion in your life, or you yourself are getting into this state of mind of Knight of Cups, who's not the Emperor but the Knight, right? So somewhere you would have enough emotions to be content with, right? And to keep yourself content and others content. Lot of cups basically in your overall reading. However, towards the end of your reading, there are 2 cups, 4 of Swords and 10 of Swords. Both represent betrayal. Both represent, it may not be literal per se. However, there are 2 cards, so it can be people gossiping about you and you getting into this cocoon kind of state of mind, where you are feeling that everybody is your enemy, and there are times when we just enclose ourselves into this our own chain, in our own mental chains, in our own cocoon, where we don't feel like going out and we feel everybody is our own enemy. So either it is mental or it is literal. We don't know that. Your life, you know it better. But 10 of Swords accompanying it again represents betrayal, where you are feeling betrayed by your loved one. So now that I have told you, one positive way is to be prepared for it. Second is to not really get into that zone, right? So now that we know, like, see, no matter how much we grow in our life, there will always be people to pull us down. There will be always people to, the better we are, the more jealous people there will be, right? And if everybody is your friend, then there is something wrong that you're doing. Something like it's just part of life, right? And but then if we just get into our cocoon and allow all these gossips and all these people to overpower our own mental peace, our own sense of self, only then that we lose. Only then that we feel dead, because we expect, but then yeah, I mean, it happens. When we trust others, we feel betrayed. It's part of life. But now that we know that there is a possibility of betrayals, or there is a possibility of us getting into this zone, not us, I mean you as a Taurian, of you getting into this zone, then we can get out of this zone by first being mentally prepared for it. Even otherwise, if you are into some business where people may betray you and it may affect your business, or in our relationships, one thing is be prepared, be cautious. Second is be prepared. Even if you get a betrayal, inside, if you are ready for it, you won't be as heartbroken, as shocked, basically, right? And thirdly, keep your faith intact. Stay connected to your intuition, stay connected to your sense of self, right? And don't allow external circumstances to cause any turbulence inside. Some turbulence will be caused, but if your foundation is strong, nothing can make you fall down again. That is very essential. Keep meditating, do what makes you happy, be cautious in your work environment and even your connections, right? And don't allow who says what for you. Don't consider everybody to be your enemy. It may become your state of mind, but you have to avoid that, right? And you yourself are enough to keep yourself emotionally content. And if there are people, then all the better. If there are not, then you and divine are enough for now and for your immediate future. And if there are any situations where you are required to actually express out, you would be victorious. That's there. However, you have to allow an old self to die. That's the dominant energy, right? Allow your old ideas, old old trustworthy people. You have to let old self die and mature up. Progress, basically, for the next level. I hope you found it so helpful. If you found it, if it resonated with you, do support my channel. Figo, your 369 Tarot.